sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment. Again, building another sweet ride. At Metal Art Customs, make classics beautiful again. Making YouTube videos for all to see. I'm doing what I love. Check out my friends' channels in the description. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. First day of the week, y'all. I really need to get up there and do something because, yeah, it's just coming right in. Stinking rain anyways. Everything's getting wet over there. Yeah. Well, neither here or there. Today's Monday. I'm going to finish emptying this stuff here. Today's Sunday, not Monday. Come on now. I know I slept in, but it was only 7 o'clock when I got up. I'm going to get the rest of this stuff moved because I have a feeling they're going to come in either Monday or Tuesday and they need access to all this. So I need to get it moved. Those heaters in that big fan, I really need to get them upstairs. In order to do that, I need to get those two skids right there moved. I got to do it anyways because I got to get all the parts down to the GTO. Yeah. Let me see what I can do here. I might have to move all this stuff so I can get up there with the forklift. But I got my iron worker moved out. I'm gonna measure up the base of it. I gotta go to Harbor Freight and get some good wheels to go underneath of it. And floor locks. That way I can move it in and out easier. But I gotta do that. I gotta get this stuff here put away yet. I'm thinking I'm gonna put my engine run stand up there. Yeah, I got a lot on my melon. That crate has all my new wiring and stuff. Since we get this situated, Dustin's coming in. We're gonna run power over there, and that way I'll have power on that side too. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. I'm not saying all that's gonna happen today, but I'm gonna get busy anyways. All right, guys, there's your Sunday morning briefing. I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna turn that heat on because it's chipply. Chipply. Turn it up to 65. How's that? Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna get busy. I'm trying to get this shop set up to where I'm feeling really full of anxiety because the shop's such a wreck. So I'm trying to get it to where I'm not feeling like that. And then tomorrow morning, I'm jumping my tail on this thing. I need to get this thing on the road. Literally. But I need to get it ready for him to get it on the road. That's it. Yeah. He's got a lot to do after because he's got to put an engine, tranny, wiring, all that, because all this wiring is coming out. He's got his own wiring harness that he wants to go in with it. I got this wreck right here to figure out what to do with. The sandblast cabinet, I think I'm going to set it up there, get it out of the way. I might set an area up there for sandblasting. That way it's not out here in the way. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Till the next one, have a blessed day. Good morning, everybody. I ended up moving, you know, some of that stuff. I got to take that cardboard home for recycles tonight. I don't know what I was saying yesterday, but today is Monday, November 10th, 2025. I got quite a bit done yesterday, actually Saturday and yesterday. Yeah. Yep. Still leaking. And I got up this morning and we got white death out here. Yeah. My poor Fury getting snowed on. Today is a good day. I'm above ground. I'm inside. I'm not working in the snow. That's why I had to hurry up and get some of this stuff taken care of, so I wasn't doing it in the snow. I'm gonna work on this today. Set you down right here. I'm gonna use my handy dandy little light that I got from JT Lighting. Look at that. And I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna pull out all the wiring. He's going a totally different route with that, so he wants it all gone. I'm gonna look at pulling the gauges out for him. He was going to get it out of the way because I'm gonna paint the dash, but I'm gonna look at taking them out, otherwise they're gonna get taped up. It shouldn't be all that bad. I'm gonna look at it though. Once I get all the wiring and figure out what I'm doing with the gauges, the inside will be ready. Then I can come back and put my latches on get the doors latching, make sure, you know, make sure all my gaps are right. And then I'm gonna get onto the A-pillar. I need to get the roof secured and in place. Come on now, I can't see nothing. There we go. Okay. The gaps look really decent. Of course it is, you know, 1959, so they ain't perfect. They ain't gonna be perfect. I'll get this put in there, get the door latch so it's holding right where it needs to be. Then I'll get these put in, get that secured, and then it's a matter of doing all the final welding and finish the body work. We was talking something about a bumper on this thing. I think it was the rear. I can't remember. Yeah. If I remember right. I don't know. I'll have to get with him. It's been a minute. Come on now. Why are you doing that to me, camera? It's been a minute, but I'll get a hold of him and get back figuring out what we was doing on that. I can't remember. I know I got to pull that trunk out of there and yeah, keep on rolling. I think if I can stay on this one, it shouldn't take all that long. I do have a Silverado, the 20, what is it? I don't know. I think 2021 or 2023, something like that. Silverado coming in. I got to do a little bit of paint correction on, and sometime this week. But my plans and goals for this week. Now remember, today is Monday. It is Monday. So I can plan the week out, but I can't guarantee that's what's going to happen. You know, that's in God's hands. I can say what I want to do, but ultimately it's whatever God has planned. My goal is this week I want to have this cab secured and welded to where I am ready to start doing body work. Now, this is a driver. It's going to look good, but it is a driver with satin black paint. If you know anything about satin black paint, you have to have your boot clean. If you get dust in it, it's there. There's no correcting it because it's satin. At least not that I know of. If there's a trick, please drop into the comments and let me know. I have never been able to correct dust or anything like that without respray. Man, that was bright. I don't know what that was. So, that's my plan for the week. Today, I'm going to focus on getting the wiring and gauges out. And if I have time, start on the latches and, you know, that kind of stuff. I changed the fuel water separator filter thingy-mabobber in that, and I could not get it to fire up. It'd fire up long enough to get the fuel out of the line and it would die. So I got a hold of Fred. He said it sounds like when we was having all those issues with the water in the fuel, it clogged up the screen inside the tank. So one day this week he's going to come and work on this. I told him, I said, I love the skid loader when it works good. but it ain't worked good since I got it. I got to fight with it every time. So he's going to come and he's going to make sure it's right. I guess he's going to change the screen inside the tank, replace some fuel lines. In this primer bulb, I can squeeze it. It's supposed to be squeezed like, you know, like a boat. Squeeze it, and it fills right back up, pulls the fuel from the tank. Well, it's not, you know, when you squeeze it, it stays. I can squeeze it, walk away. A minute later, come back, squeeze it again, walk away. So he said that's most likely the screen or a line. So he's going to replace both of them and get that going for me, because it's only November 10th, guys, and it is snowing. Dag nabbit. Snow. Ugh. Yuck. I'm not ready for snow. Not ready for cold either. But that's my goal for this week. I'm going to hammer out on that truck. I'm going to get as far as I can this week. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more going on. Lord willing, the insurance company can get something started on the front of my building, because I don't like all my heat going out the front. I did get up there yesterday and seal off the windows up above, and I went through different areas that I felt air and took care of them. I need to get this place sealed up. I can't wait until I can afford to get more of this sheet metal to go the rest of the way around. And then next spring, hopefully go around the outside of the building. I also need to get up here and move the crew cab, move the Blue Mule, and move 10 cents, because now I've got to use this door, and it's kind of tight. If you can't tell, it's a little bit tight right here. So I want to get this stuff moved over and make a little more room. I'm going to say this, if I can remember. I'm going to say this every day this week. Saturday after Thanksgiving. We tried this last year, remember? Let's see. Let me bring up my calendar here. Yeah, I don't care what's new in calendar. Go back. There we go. Thanksgiving is next Thursday, right? Yeah, no. Thursday after next. Okay, so I got 2 weeks. Thanksgiving is November 27th this year. So last year we planned it to have a YouTube get together, question and answer type thing. Doing like a StreamYard. If people can't make it, do a StreamYard. But I would really love to have everybody just come in here and we can hang out and talk and chat and answer questions for people online, all that stuff. That's Saturday. And just like last year, that is weather dependent. We gotta really pay close attention to the weather, because I'll tell you right now, it's snowing. Ugh. I wouldn't expect anybody to travel in the snow like that. I want everybody safe. So the 29th, November 29th, wait a minute. I can't do that. It's going to have to be Friday. I can't do that. on the 29th because I might be in the doghouse. That's my anniversary. Yeah, that won't be good. We'll have to change it to Friday. Yeah. I want to be here Monday, so. All right, guys. I'm going to get to work. Till the next one, have a blessed day. Good morning, everybody. I'm a little sore this morning. That cold weather is really rough on my body. As you can see, I got all the wiring out of this thing yesterday. That was fun, trying to figure out how in the world they did all that. But I got it. It took me all day to get the wiring out. Most of it was under the dash, but the way they ran from the under the dash through the cowl, under the fender and down was a nightmare. They had wires going down to the headlight, markers, and horn, and then they had wires going to that side to the other horn. And then I don't know if you can see it here, let me bring you in. On this side they had the air conditioner right here. All the lines come down and went through right there. Well, there was another harness. See if I can get in a little bit farther. There was another harness that come down behind all them lines and went through right there. That harness come out, run along the fender to this headlight and marker. Yeah, it sucked. I had to pull the air conditioner out in order to get to this wiring. He said just tape it up, but I had to get the wiring out, so that worked, I guess. This morning I'm gonna pick up my tools, get all the gauges put back together, you know, with the little nuts and the little clamps. Get all that put back together. I'm gonna put them in the office. I'm gonna tape up the column real good with paper and everything. Make sure, you know, nothing happens to it. I'm gonna paint the dash and inside and all that. So I'm not gonna pull the column. I don't want to go through the extra of having to move it without a column and all this stuff. So I'll just tape it up real good, protect it. And then today I'm gonna get it down off the stands and I'm gonna get the latches put on, get the doors latching where they need to be. I gotta pull the front just a little bit, get it squared up on both sides, get the windshield area positioned just the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, hopefully I can start fabbing all this in. I've got the new parts somewhere right there. He had to buy the whole thing in order to get that section. Yeah, great, fun, right? But I'm gonna get that started today. It would be nice if I had the roof tacked in place to where all I got to do is start welding. And he is keeping his trim going around here. That's the reason it was done like this. And I got to get this out of here. I should clean the bed out. Yeah. But anyways, that's my game plan for today. I want to get the doors latching where they need to be, and start on the A-pillars. Once I get the roof welded on there, then it's a matter of body work. I got to go through, I got to plug this hole, I got to get the door popper off there. We're not having door poppers. I don't have a clue how in the world they put that in there. There's no access to the back. Well, right there's a wire. I'll bet that just pops in there. And then they fed the wire down. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. Start doing the body work on the bed sides. I still got to call him. I think we're going to cut this tail pan off and make a new one because it's, you know, kind of wonkered up. All right, guys. I'm going to get busy. It's cold. I just turned the heat on. It's noisy. I'm gonna get busy, guys. Till tomorrow, have a blessed day. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning. I got the passenger side put together. Yep. Passenger side went much better than the driver's side. Beautiful. All right, now it's a waiting game till I get the windshield. I decided to go ahead and get the hood stripped out yesterday. Yep. I got to do the edges and the underneath side and then work out a couple small dings and the hood will be ready for body work. I think today I'm going to work on that, get the hood completely ready, and then I'm going to get over here and probably either get this up on jack stands or put it back on the hoist over here so I can raise it up and start doing all the body work on it. I got to get the door poppers out of it, plug that hole. I don't know what that hole is, but I'm gonna plug it. Let's see, this side isn't all that hateful. I should be able to sand it out, feather out a lot of it, and you know, glaze it. This side over here, I don't know how that dent got there, but I got to work that out. And of course the door popper, and just go through and make sure all this is about ready. I got to get that box out of the bed yet. And let's see, back here, I'm going to pull the tailgate off of it. I'm going to cut that tail pan off there and make a new one that's nice and straight for him. And at that point, the bed will be ready for paint. Well, ready to finish body work and paint. We kind of talked about doing the bed liner in here. I got to see about that bed liner, how it's going to sand or whatever, but I'll redo that, get the bed all done up, and hopefully within the next day or so I have a windshield to test fit. If I get the windshield test fit, then I can go ahead and do the inside of the A-pillars, get that welded up and ready to go. Then I can just rip and tear and get the body work done and get it under paint. I'm going to talk to him when he gets here, see if he wants me to get up underneath and undercoat everything. because a lot of it, like the cab corners, when they did the cab corners on it, they never even primed it, undercoated it, nothing. So I want to make sure it's cleaned up and done right. And I know he will too, but I got to run it past my client. Yeah, moving along on it, getting it done. The insurance guy didn't come yesterday, or didn't let me know he came, or something. He was supposed to come yesterday and inspect that roof where it jarred that loose. I don't know. Just don't know. But I ain't done nothing else back in there, and Fred hasn't come to look at the skid loader. Haven't heard from him. Yeah, that's my typical life. Yeah. And Adam from Grease Spot Garage seen my morning briefing yesterday when I walked into the paint booth, and he said it looks like somebody got slaughtered in here. I told him, I said, well, what do you expect? There's a Mopar in here. It kind of happens when there's a Mopar present. That's right. And I left my water onto the sink for about 3 hours yesterday. I still haven't had time to change that faucet because I'm kind of thinking about redoing this whole area. I know. It is what it is. Yeah. That's about all I got for this Thursday morning. I'm gonna get busy trying to get as far as I can. I'm thinking hopefully within the next week or so, 90% of this is ready for paint. That would be awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna drop off here till the next one. Have a blessed day. Good Friday morning, everybody. It is November 14th, 2025. Yesterday, my back and hip was feeling a lot better. I laid down last night and it started throbbing. I think I might have got 2 hours sleep last night. If it ain't one thing, it's another, you know? But it don't stop me. I stripped the inside of this hood yesterday. That was fun. Yeah, that took all day. Too many crevices, and I had to do some straightening of, dang it. I had to do some straightening of them bars. Got that taken care of. Not sure what I'm going to get into today. He texted me yesterday and said the windshield is on back order. This truck seems like everything's always on back order. I do know I've got a mess to get cleaned up, but I also want to make headway on the truck. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get into today. That looks like a nasty little bin. I don't know if he wants me to go through and weld strips to make sure the gaps are nice and straight or not. I mean, this side don't look so bad, but the other side, this fender goes all whomper jawed like. I don't know. He's gonna be coming up when he comes with the windshield, so I'll just, I'll work on other stuff until then. I've got to see, I know I've got some material to get it done, but yeah, I know my roll isn't long enough to do that. But there is another way. So I might make a new roll pan today. I might do that. Be a cool little fab project for the day. And then I got trash right there to pick up. Trash right there to pick up. And a bit of organization to do, because I'm tired of walking around this mess. It is much better than last week, though, let me tell you. It is much better than last week. But I got to get those shelf units over there moved and organized. I've got ideas for that. That whole corner is going to change. Everything seems to just set right there all the time, and I want to change it to where that's not a catch-all. I mean, we're getting ready to do the whole front of the building and the whole south end of the building, so that's going to continue that out. That'll make it look real nice. I did not hear from Fred today or this week. I don't know. I got to move some stuff over there so I can get to my equipment better. And I am going to go to Harbor Freight and pick up some more casters and a floor lock. I want to build a frame. Dang it, kick the stand, man. I want to build a frame that I can fold onto the bottom of my iron worker with 4 wheels and a floor lock, so I can roll this in and out or whatever. I thought just moving it here was gonna be good, but I don't like it setting out in the floor. I also need to pull the control panel loose on my notcher. There is something inside that's loose. I used to run this when I worked at HB Products, when I was project manager over there, and we always had to pull this cover off and work on it to get it to operate correctly. So I have a feeling that's what it is, but that's been, I don't know, 12 years ago. So I'll just have to pull the cover off and look, see what it is. It's been a long time, guys. Yeah. All right, well, I am gonna get busy here. Man, this camera stand is catching everything. And she was happy this morning. I brought her some food. Ornery, did you eat? Now you're taking a bath? Huh? Now you're taking a bath? Yeah? All right, guys, I'm gonna get opened up here and I'm gonna get busy. Till the next one, have a blessed day. Good Saturday morning, everybody. It's the 15th of November already. I didn't get a whole lot done yesterday. Hurting too bad. Well, come on. Come on. I ain't bending over. Man, I don't know what's up with my... Anywho, change the battery again. I got this up on the hoist yesterday, looked it over, and I think it'll go pretty good. Now, it's up on the hoist where I can get to it without bending over. This coming week, I've got a very, 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 very busy week. I've got, I think, 3 Ford trucks coming in for rust repair, a Silverado coming in for a buff job. Tomorrow I got to go look at an old Roadster or coupe or something, do a little bit of work too. It's going to be hammered out. I'm going to have to run out to Dad's shop to get the material to do those frame jobs. And when I do, I'm going to go ahead, because my rolls ain't long enough, I'm going to go ahead and make new tail pan. I'll just make it that long, you know, and then I'll make new in here. Yeah, I'll get that cut out and done this week. Hopefully the windshield to this thing comes in pretty soon. He said it was on back order. Great. But there's a lot of, you know, stuff I got to do to the whole truck. So I got other stuff to do to it in between all the other jobs. So I'm still going to be moving on this, but I also got the other jobs to take care of this week. And yeah, I still got a mess in this joint. Still got a mess, but I'll get it. I'll get it. I ain't gonna do just a whole lot today. Maybe a bit of cleaning, a bit of moving around, because I just cannot stand this mess. Yeah. Well, guys, there's your weekly briefing. If I remember right, I gotta take these out, fill that hole in, because the grill has got the markers built into it. I just noticed that when I, you know, put my eyes on it. What? Where'd you go? I hear you. Oh, there you are. Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Okay, go away now. Just being stubborn. All right, guys, there's your weekly briefing. I'm going to do something today. All right, have a blessed week, guys.
Turn a wrench, then get drenched. Crank it up for what it's worth.